Hi, I'm Ant from Amron Architectural. Today is the second part of our series talking about yellow metals in architecture. This one we'll be looking at brass, a super popular product as ever in architecture, internally and externally. Brass itself isn't a natural occurring metal, it's an alloy, normally of zinc and the mother metal of all these yellow metals, which is copper. Sometimes, however, we work with a couple of companies that use an aluminium and copper alloy, which gives the same sort of yellow luster, but doesn't go off or doesn't tarnish the way natural brass does. Natural brass has an interesting property in that it's antimicrobial, which is why you see a lot of handrails made of it and handles on doors and taps and things like that. So essentially it kills bacteria when you touch it. But the main reason for us using brass these days is because the colour. It's gold. I mean, it just looks opulent. We can achieve this different colour not just using brass itself. We can powder coat it to look and feel like brass. We can anodize it to look like brass, and we can plate it to look like brass. So things like this. This is an expanded mesh that's been plated. I mean, it's really bright, it's really gold. This is more, these are your anodizing range. We generally work with the three different colours, and this one being sort of the final one, which is champagne. Then you've got a mid gold, and then a sort of much more yellowy gold. And then we have powder coating, again with a sort of a clear powder using special technology that Adapter use. This gives us a really natural gold finish. Or you can have a flat gold brass powder as well, which looks equally good. Materials wise, we weave a lot with brass. Products like this are so popular. We work with it almost daily. Whether it's woven like this, profiled like this, which is our Weltec range, or even using it on the water ripple panels, as you can see in the background. We've done a number of ceilings with that, and it looks absolutely stunning. So the other things we can do with brass is something that it does naturally is patinate. If you put a brass panel on a building, it will go from bright gold and slowly patinate off to a browny, golden brown colour, which is really, really lovely, and will take anything up to a year to do. But we've done a couple of projects where the clients really enjoyed just seeing the building change colour over the time. Or we can, for interior use, we can actually age it ourselves by plating it and then putting a dark lacquer over it and then rubbing the lacquer off, leaving this antique look, which again is really, really popular at the moment. It's a really lovely nod to the heritage feel that a lot of us are working towards at the moment, which is, as I said, incredibly popular. Another nice thing with it, because it does patinate, sometimes we don't want it to patinate. So what we can do with a number of the woven meshes and even the finer expanded meshes, it laminates into glass beautifully, and once in the glass, it will stay. It's essentially sealed in, so it won't patinate at all. So that will stay nice, bright gold colour. We can also, another popular thing we do with it is weave it with stainless steel. As I said before, with the bronze and even with the coppers, when it's mixed with stainless like this on a weaving pattern, it looks so good. Again, it's that heritage nod, but with a modern feel with the stainless steel running through it. Many of the applications we work with this product, historically, it's been things like radiator grills. Everyone's seen a brass radiator grill, and balustrade panels. But recently, we've done a lot of external cladding, certainly with the Weltec products and with the expanded metal products where we've done gold anodize to give that brassy look. Internally, we've done a lot of ceilings recently. Brass seems to be brass and gold generally seem to be so popular to be used in ceilings, whether it's standard 600 ceiling tiles that we've plated like this. Looks really nice with a simple black track, incidentally, to things like the the meshes laminated in glass, where we've put them on reception desks and things like that. So ultimately, we can use it in almost every application where needed. It's just, you've got to think about, if we're using natural brass externally, you've got to know it's going to go off and patinate to that bronzy color. If you need it to stay bright gold, then we can work with something like Teku Brass or Nordic Gold, which has got that aluminium alloy in it to keep it looking gold. Internally, we use the aged plating or standard plating, which is really popular. Brass in itself is quite an expensive product, so to keep costs down, often we do use the plating or powder coating or the anodized versions. So as I said, it is incredibly useful and can be used pretty much everywhere in architecture. As with many of our products, brass has the wonderful addition of being 100% recyclable. This is one of those products where you can recycle and recycle and recycle and it won't degrade. So when looking at environmental impact on buildings for BREEAM and such like, it's such a good product to work with. That essentially is brass and golds and how we get those different finishes onto our metals. Next time we'll be looking at the mother of the yellow metals, which is copper, and all the beautiful things that we can do with that. So we'll see you next time.